Hi, and welcome to my presentation for custom casts for Netflix. I'm Morgan Jones, and I would like to showcase my work using GANs and first-order motion models to enhance the Netflix experience. I'd like to focus on a powerful quote from the Netflix website on diversity inclusion. It states, "It takes diversity of thought, culture, background, and perspective to create a truly global storytelling platform." It's a sentiment that I truly agree with as well. I find that Netflix does put so much work and effort toward ensuring that it stands by these sentiments. We can see here in Q2 of 2020, the Netflix workforce is sectioned exactly halfway between male and female workers. And we can see quite a diverse group of races and ethnicities comprising the workforce. However, when we take a look into the content that Netflix streams, we can find a different story. We see here that in lead roles for film as well as shows, there is a white majority reaching around 80%, and that's in 2017. By gender, we can see that males comprise nearly 70% of lead roles in film and 60% of lead roles in shows. So, how can one allow the content that Netflix streams to match the principles of diversity inclusion that they have for their own workforce? I'd like to introduce custom casts as a viable solution.
What if someone told you these faces were generated with AI? Through machine learning, it is now possible to create these lifelike faces no one has ever seen before. And with these faces, a new opportunity is set before us. If you had the freedom to choose more about the stories you watch, the lessons you're learning, would you? If you could decide the heroes, the villains, the lovers, the friends, the teachers, would you want everything to stay the same? Would you choose someone else? A friend? Yourself? Today is the day you choose.
We can see with custom casts that Netflix users now have a choice that they can make. They can use artificially generated faces to allow viewers to tailor-make the cast for any viewing on the platform, enabling what users view to reflect Netflix's views on diversity. The application of the custom cast is quite direct. The user would use Netflix just as in any other case, selecting the content they wish to view, but they are offered a choice to either view the traditional cast in which the content would play, or they're taken to a screen where they can choose a cast for that content based on AI generated faces, images of themselves, friends, or family. Then an AI model maps the custom cast to the source video to match motion and expressions from that content. And the viewer then views the custom cast altered content. We wanted to get public sentiment about this custom cast system, as it could be quite sensitive for certain people. We offered a survey and we received 69 respondents based on gender, age, and ethnicity. We can see that based on gender, we have 56% male. Our largest group in age was the 25 to 34-year-old group, and the ethnicities were split almost between thirds, with Caucasian white being 33.3%, African American black being 36.2%, and a mixed ratio for the last third. And we can see that the opinions were quite positive. When we asked, in your opinion, could custom casts create more diversity in the videos people see in general, we saw an overwhelming amount of yeses. And we can see here in our sunburst plot how those yeses ended up playing out and no's amongst the demographics. We also asked our group, how do you think custom casts could change general perceptions of stereotypes? And we were able to see quite a large response with people using terms like think, to see, diversity, AI, media. And we had an overwhelming positive sentiment as well. Now, for Netflix, we wanted to ask which would you prefer for watching movies and TV? And it turned out that more people would prefer to have an option of custom cast plus the traditional system versus the traditional system only. Similarly, when we looked at other media such as online learning platforms, ads and commercials, and online shopping, we saw as well that the custom cast plus traditional system option was the most popular. Based on these findings, our recommendations would be to develop custom casts for the platform, package the custom cast to be sold to other platforms, and develop extensions to the custom cast system in the future. My personal future work in this would be to develop a more diverse data set for custom casts and computer vision applications in general, as well as develop animating systems to map several characters in a singular scene. I'd like to thank you for your time and ask if you have any further questions.